All praise to the Most High. 12 tribes got a worldwide stand up. Kendo 12 music. Them haters mad cause they trap that they say for me. Came back with no success.
All praise, glory, honor to the Father and the Son. All praise, glory to the Father and the Son. I'd like to thank y'all, Israel, for allowing me to come back today on the Sabbath, at the end of the Sabbath day. As we know, as the sun's setting, we know Sabbath day came to a close. But to Israel, my people, we here today to talk about this topic that the Spirit, the Father and the Son Spirit had allowed upon me to do this word. And this will be called the Word of the Most High will give you a sound mind, Israel. His word will. But you got to allow, you got to be able to do what it say. You got to be able to take in it now. You got to be able to apply it to your life and the people life that's around you. Or the Father got you over some people, you got to be able to apply it to their life, you apply it to your life. Because, you know, like the Son did, the Son was the biggest example, was the greatest example for this walk. And all the people that he taught this book to was the same way. And what his example was? Love. Love was the example. How to show your people love. As you show your people love, you show the other nations around you love. And when you do that, you make the Father and Son happy. But see, today in our people, right now in Israel, I love that if you don't agree with their doctrine, you got beef with them that they say, you know. But I believe this book is got the best doctrine it is. The Father and the Son doctrine. The Father doctrine of himself, of his Son. The best doctrine that it is. Matter of fact, let's read that. Let's go to John back here. Find which one real quick, family. Now we're gonna read that. You know. Let's get to it. That's in 2 John. 2 John at the back. And he said this. And we're gonna read from 7 to 9. For many deceivers are entered into the world who confess not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. We have a lot of that going on right in the truth. The people that say they in the truth, they got a lot of that going on. Look to yourself. Look to yourself, Israel. Look to yourselves in this book, that we lose not those things which we have worked, but that we receive a full reward. We got to be able to believe in this book, the unseen faith, the unseen God that we talking about right here in this book. And that's another problem I see with our people. They have a problem with the name in this book. The Father gave us this book. The names he put in this book, they call English. That's what we speaking. If we was in Rome, French, Italy, Japan, Asia, Jamaica, anywhere we'll be speaking that language they have. But do it make it change? Our people hung up on all this physical, the outer physical form of this book. But they not getting what the book said. Put it into them. He said, put these words right up here give you a sound mind. This book, the words in this book, the Father bread, his water, his blood, his sacrifice give you a sound mind when you reading it and understanding it, Israel. But let's keep reading. Whosoever transgress and abide not in the doctrine of Christ have not God. I see so many of our brothers out there, in there, say they abiding by this book, but they don't believe what the book say. They believe their own opinions. They making up their own doctrines. And see, when people get to talking about us not liking camps, we love all our people, camp teachers, whatever you are. But it's the doctrine you bringing that I'm not going to agree with. Because if you go against this book, I can't agree with your doctrine. It's just like me saying right now, I'm going to go out there and grab a lion by his face and shake it. What you think that lion going to do to me? It's going to eat me alive. And that's what this doctrine of these different doctrines doing to our people, eating them alive, destroying the inner man. It's destroying the inner man because they got you thinking about their outer appearance too much. When you going to wake up, Jacob? When you going to wake up, Israel? When you wake up, 12 tribes scattered worldwide, when we going to wake up to the book? This doctrine. Not everybody, elder, teacher, pastor, deacon, bishop, none of that. We're going to wake up to this doctrine, but we can have what? A sound mind. Sound mind is a sound heart. You have great discernment. You can make great decisions. You have great understanding, wisdom, knowledge. So you won't get tripped up when the evil comes. You might get tempted, but you won't get tripped up because, the Father and the Son left you that door right there to get out. Like that movie they had, Get Out. Got trapped up here in the mind. They showed you, if I can control this, I control you. And I'm seeing that now in this walk with the Father and Son. Our people are being controlled by man. And the system they got side even in the truth. This system right here, this book, this true doctrine, that's the system you need to be hooked on. Not hooked on anything or anybody else got to say. This book right here. Let's keep reading though. He that abide in the doctrine of Christ, he have both the Father and the Son. The Father and the Son. Our people got to get past names, fringes, how you keep the feast days. Just do what the book say do. When the Son came, he showed us a whole lot of change. Because he made it harder for us. He started right up here in the mind. See, back then, the Old Testament, it was physical. He had to show things outwardly more. But when the Son came, he said, no. We're going to do away with that outer appearance. I'm going to see what you got up here. I'm going to see, can you start right here in this mind right here. Right here. I'm going to see what you got right here in this head of yours. Can you manifest me outwardly? That when I say me, I ain't talking about me, I'm talking about the Father and the Son word outwardly. Kind of mind that you can manifest outwardly to my people, to the world, for they can see. But see, our people can't humble themselves at these times. They refuse to humble themselves. They refuse to take humiliation. I have been humiliated many times in this walk beginning, and probably ain't over with. I had home myself many times in this walk, and that probably ain't over with yet either. It's all about the book. It's all about the Father and Son. It's all about leading the people the right way. See, back then, our people want to be lead in the right way, want to be like their oppressor. Like some of our people now want to be like these people in the world. You can't mix this wicked world with the Father walk. You can't mix it. It's just like oil and water. Don't mix. The knowledge from above can't be mixed with the knowledge from beneath. This ain't no go along, get along, play around game. Who you gonna get along? Who you going along with? You go along with the Father and the Son, not with man. See, that's the problem we have in Israel right now. Everybody want to play straddle the fence. Not everybody, but some people they want to straddle the fence. No straddle the fence. You either go across it, or you gonna stay on the other side. You make your side. Is you gonna be the sheep that sit on the right hand, or the goat that sit on the left hand? And you know what's gonna happen to the goats. Do all things in this book, get understanding. Get understanding. But let me finish this up real quick, family. Let me get on, back to the beginning, what we want to get back to. Because, our people really got to get this book in their spirit. Got to really get it up here in their mind. They really do. But let's get back. Let's start out in Proverbs chapter 12. And I want to read a few verses, 1 through 3. And let's go along with the lesson. Whoso loveth instruction, loveth knowledge, but he that hated reproof is brutish. A lot of our people hate reproof. They hate it. They want to get what they getting and understand from who they want to understand it from, but except this book. Got to come about it. But let's keep reading. A good man obtain favor of the Lord, but a man of wickedness deceive will he condemn. A man shall not be established by what wickedness. So a lot of our people being established by wickedness. You can't be wicked in this walk, Israel. You got to be favored by the Father and the Son. Let's keep reading. But the root of the righteous shall not be what? Moved. Because why? They got a sound mind in the doctrine of the Father and the Son. So let's get it started, family. Let's start off in 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. We just got verses that we're going to read off. And y'all, write them down for yourself. Go back, read them. When you get a chance and get more understanding, share with me. I love when y'all share this will of not understanding from above. To me, I love it because I learn from y'all, Let's keep going. 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of what? Power, and of what? Love, and of what else? A sound mind, Israel. A sound mind. We got to have a sound mind. A sound mind. And the only way you're going to get that, through this book. Because he told you what he gave us the power. He gave us the power of love. And a sound mind. Not of fear. We're going to leave here in this body. But leave doing the right thing is real. But let's keep going. Let's go to Romans 12 and verse 2. Trying my best not to keep y'all too long, Israel. But when the Father puts something on my mind, I have to come on out with it. When he send that angel down to put it on my mind and get it out, I have to do what he say do, because we don't never know when our day gonna be. So make sure you're doing the will and the works of the Father and the Son in the righteous way, not the wrong way, but the righteous way. Not being puffed up with pride, being humble, being righteous to the Father and the Son people, like he commanded you to do. Everybody don't talk about all the other commandments, but he gave us the greatest commandment in the world. Fear him, love him, keep his commandments, and love your brethren as you love yourself. But let's get to it. Romans 12 and verse 2. Now let's read this. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of what? Your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And we know what that is. That's following what the book say. What the Father gave us to say. Out of his book. Doing his will. Keeping his commandment like I just said. He said they all hang up. We say they all hang up on these two commandments. And he broke it down to just the one. If you keep just that one, you'd have did all. But you got to believe the book, what the book say. Because everybody going to tell you a whole bunch of different things. But keep reading this book till you get understanding. Keep reading the book to get understanding. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 1:13. Let's get there, Israel. Like I said, I'm not trying to hold y'all long today. I'm trying to get this word out and let y'all enjoy y'all night. Y'all get some more rest. But let me get this out real quick. 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. Wherefore, guard up the lines of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Because we know what he bringing. But you got to have that right apparel on. That means the inside of you got to be right. You got to be wearing that right apparel on the inside. That means living his word, being righteous, keeping his commandment. Keeping them commandments. Doing what he told us to do. That's the apparel you need to have on the inside. Family, got to get it together. Got to get it together. It's a must. That this ain't no do-over. Either you going to do it right, you going to get gone. But let's move on to 1 John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 4. And verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love cast out fear, because fear hath tormented. He that fear is not made perfect in love. And so what the Father was just actually telling us, loving him is not fearing him. You doing what he say do. Because you know what he say do is going to be perfect, like we read. That's a perfect love. Doing what the Father say do. With a sound mind. Israel. Let's keep going. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and 3. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. Just reading verses off. Like I said, we're just going to read some verses off and write them down, go back, read them for yourself, and see what understanding that the Father's Son get you. So let's keep reading. All right. But I fear less by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety. So your mind should be corrupted from simplicity that is in Christ. See, you know, Satan still beguiling a lot of our people minds. Isn't it true? You think he don't know the book? You don't think he know what can keep you separated from each other in this walk? The doctrine. You know, we talk about the doctrine of the Christians and Seventh-day Adventists, the Roman Catholic. We talk about all theirs, but we got to talk about these people taking the doctrine that's supposed to be in the truth and switching it. You know, not believing when the Father, Son came down in the flesh that he changed some things, and it started right here because he wants you to have a sound mind in this walk. Let's keep going. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 16. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 16. All right, Israel. Now, let's get it. For who had known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of who? Christ. So if you have the mind of Christ, you getting the right instructions. You doing what the book say do. Not what no Pharisee, no Sadducee, no wolf in sheep clothes doing. You getting the real deal, the blueprint to the way to the kingdom, the foundation. Sitting you on the foundation, building that foundation up in you to build what? His temple that he can dwell in, because he don't dwell in wood and stone. He only dwell in us. Let's keep moving, Israel. Let's go to John chapter 4. John chapter 4. And we're going to read verse 24. John chapter 4 and verse 24. All right, Israel. All right, we made it. God is what? A spirit. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Where do you get that from, my family, may I say? It starts with your mind. Can you see your mind? Huh? That's the inner man. That's that spirit. The inner man, that spirit. That's what he talked to. Through his angels to you. That's how he communicate. We got to get this understanding, family. And see, that's the problem with a lot of our people. They mind made up. So they don't want to follow what the books say. They just want to do what they want to do. Not being obedient to this word. Being obedient to they, pastor, and to they bishop, to they teacher. But you got to be faithful to the Father and the Son word, not your word. And let's do the precept of that. That's in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, and we're going to read verse 17. Now, the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Liberty is what? Justice, peace, righteous, the spirit. So now you know that. I'm not going to say this. I'm going to say this for another time right here. So I'm going to say this for another time right here, family. What I would like to say, but just don't, I'm going to save it because I want our people to get understanding, what the Father is talking about with his people, and to his people. That's the problem with our people. They have favorite people to get understanding from, but still, reading this book for themselves and getting an understanding of who the Father and the Son led them to get understanding from. We got to be willing to do that Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 1. 2 Timothy chapter 1. Let's get to that. Chapter 1, we're going to read verse 6 and 7. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of God which is in thee by the putting on of my hands. Let's keep reading. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but the power and of love and of a sound mind. So, family, we got to get this, sound mind. I know how to read that again, so I guess the Father had me read that 2 times. But start off with verse 6 and 7. So, okay. Let's keep moving, though, family. Let's go to Galatians. Go to Galatians chapter 5. And we're going to read 19 through 20. All right, let's get it. Now, the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: idolatry, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variances, emulation, wrath, strife, seduction, and heresies. Family, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All praises, family. I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. So we left off at verse 21. But I'm going to keep reading, though, because these things is what? Let me get finished reading it, and we're going to talk about these things. Envy, murder, drunkenness, revelings, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Because what are these things? What do all these things start out at, family? What do all these things start out? In the mind. Right up here, that mind. All these things right here: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. All these things start off right here in the mind. Envy, murder, drunkenness, all that start off in the mind and manifest outwardly. But let's read about the things we need to have right here in this mind, manifest after. But the fruit of the Spirit is, because we know, as the book just said, what God is, what? A spirit. Let's keep going. Is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ have what? Crucified the flesh with the afflictions and lusts. And if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in what? The Spirit. The Spirit of who? The Father and the Son. Not what no man say. Let's keep reading. Let us not be what? Our series of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. We don't have time for that, my family. We don't have no time for that bull crap. Get your mind right up here. These things right here: love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness. That's them good things for your mind. So we need to be giving out good things, feeding that spirit man with these good things out the word. Not letting no people say, oh, we hate these people. Putting boots and having folks licking your boots and all that stupidity crap. Really serving the Father Sabbath day. For when that sky cracked, that's the 7th day. Saturday is the seventh day. When that sun crack, when you see them blue skies, Sabbath day have begun. Day have begun. We know the Sabbath is from eve to eve, but when you gonna fellowship? You're not fellowshipping at night with the Father and the Son. He already told us do all work with them 12 hours in a day. So a lot of our people got to learn the basic. Really do. And the only way you're going to learn that, reading this word to have a sound mind. But let's keep going, Israel. Let's go to Proverbs 15 and 22. Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 15 and 22. All right. Without counsel, purpose are disappointed, but the multitude of the counselors, they are established. And see, you know, we have to stay away from all that foolishness, that foolish counsel by man, that man putting their own doctrine in your mind. You know, if somebody counsels, make sure it's a brother or sister that loves the Father, keeping His word, keeping this book, and giving you counsel out this book. Not out of their own mind, not about what somebody else think, what the book say, what it give us them instructions to do. But let's keep moving along, family. Let's go to John 14 and 26. John 14 and 26. All right. Let me get there. All right, made it there. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name, He shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. See, the Father always gonna be that comfort, this word. He's sending that angel to your mind to give you what to say, give you what to do. It comfort you. It comfort you through you sleep. When you wake up, when you're on your way, you're going it too. The Father always have that comfort with you. It's up if really you gonna accept it in your mind. But let's keep going, Israel. 1 John chapter 4, and we're gonna read verse 16. Sorry for holding y'all so long, but I'm gonna try to go and push through and get finished. Let's go to John chapter 14, family. Yes, indeed. And we're gonna read 1 John chapter 4 and verse 16. My bad, family. Got a little bit off then, but let me get it back together. All right. And now we about to read. And we have known and believed the love that God had to us. God is love. And he that dwell in love dwell in God, and God in him. He dwell right up here in his mind. You love him. You know he all about love. He dwell right here in his mind. He manifests outwardly through this mouth, through this mind, through this mouth. You know, and through our actions. Your mouth shows action. Your body react to that mind come out your mouth, and you do what you say you're going to do. Majority of our people do the opposite, you know. But we need to start doing what the Father tells us to do. Regardless of who feelings it hurt, who going to leave, who going to depart. You know, because everything got a season. Some got a lifetime and some don't have a lifetime. But remember, everything got a season. But all flesh shall perish, you know. So just make sure your spirit don't perish. Let's Let's keep going, Israel. We're about to wrap this thing up in a few more verses. We got a few more to go, and we're going to be done. Let's go to Philippians. Philippians chapter 4 and 8. Verse 8. All right, Israel. We done made it. Finally, brother, whatsoever thing are true, whatsoever thing are honest, whatsoever thing are just, whatsoever thing are pure, whatsoever thing are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. When they say think, what that is, that's using your mind. Think on those things where in your mind. Have what? A sound mind, Israel. Sound mind. Sound mind. That's what the Father working with us through all this book, to have a sound mind. Not to believe what everybody bringing to you. Believe His word. That His word going to give you a sound mind. Let's keep going. Let's go to Isaiah 26. Isaiah 26, and we got 2 more verses after that. And this will be done, Israel. Sorry to hold y'all so long. Forgive me. Isaiah 26, and we're going to read verse 3. All right. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted what? In thee. He trusted in who? The Father and the Son word. You got to keep it on your mind. You got to live it. It got to be where this word got to be right here. All the time. You got to live by it. I know sometimes it get hard. You get weary sometimes. But open this book up and keep reading at the Father. Stay on your mind. Let the Father and Son stay on your mind. Doing a will, not man will. Let's go to 1 John chapter 5 and 3. Trying to wrap it up, Israel. But yes, indeed. We got to make sure that the Father word stay on our mind, doing what the Son did, and we got to do what He commanded us to do. And we're going to read verse 3, 1 John chapter 5 and 3. Once again, Israel. So let's read. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. You name one that is grievous. Nothing but love. He's showing you, He giving you His love, showing you His love, because He wants to do the same thing to ourselves, to the people that He put here. We have to be their example, Israel. But a lot of our people, all they care for talking about is a bunch of foolishness, a bunch of things don't even need to be discussed. We trying to bring that good fruit to the kingdom. We trying to hear that them good words from the Father. Well done, my faithful servant. Bring that, just like this next feast coming up, Pentecost, of the fruits, of the first fruits. We trying to bring that good harvest to the kingdom for the Father and the Son. And we're trying to bring to Him the best of the best. Not something just been picked all over and thrown around. We're trying to bring Him the best. We got to do that, family. Let's end it in Hebrews chapter 4 and 12. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. And that will conclude this lesson. All right, let's get it. For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discernment of the thoughts and intents of the heart, Israel. That mean that mind. He know what you think. He know what you gonna do, Israel. So make sure you're doing the right thing, righteous things for the Father. You know, make sure you try not just to be an out of opinion person. Get the inner man right. Once you get the inner man right, the Father, he use you more. That light, his light shine through you. Not your light, but his light shine through you. It manifests through you. So with that said, Israel, all praise, glory, to honor to the Father and the Son. Nothing but love this way, Israel, to my people that scatter worldwide. 12 tribes scatter worldwide. Peace and blessing. Always love, Israel. Always love. I love y'all, family. Y'all be safe. If the Lord willing, I'll be back with more wisdom, knowledge, understanding from the Father word from their book for us to feed this spirit man. I thank all of y'all out there that watching and leave comments and take your time out just to hear the Father word. Thank you, Israel Church, for just always supporting all of us there in this truth. We thank you for that. You know, I thank my other brothers, my other sisters out there that support all of us, you know, in this walk, in this truth, that really love the Father and the Son. I love you all. Y'all be safe and blessed. And let's keep this thing rolling long. The Father and Son allow us to do it. Always love. Shalom.
Thank you, Father, for allowing me to see another day. As I speak these words through the song, as we be guided by the Spirit. Ruach HaKodesh. Y'all thank you for your wisdom, knowledge, and your understanding. I know this time is getting short. Everything you got your hand in. The way I walk, the way I talk, I know you speak through me. I kill myself every day. Ruach, the one that set me free. I know your laws and statutes, commandments that will guide me through. This fire's getting hot, but you the one that keep it cool. Every day. I know if I keep my eyes on you, that I'll never fail. And Matthew 10:28 will keep myself up out of hell. What door that you open that anyone else could close? Your people only see your throne. You giving them a rose. The chain is off the black man that because he is destroyed. And judgment from y'all is something that we can't afford. I got the faith for my ancestors since it's only you. And y'all the just Elohim, hope that you make it through. Nobody going to that judgment seat, it's only you. And John 4:24, worship him in spirit and truth. I'm sitting here thinking about the challenge in my life. Should I stay quiet? Should I go out and strike? Anger and tension cover me whole. I feel like I'm about to lose my soul. I'm tired of being overlooked. I'm tired of being judged. I'm tired of being nigga. I'm tired of holding grudge. Tired of injustice. Tired of defeat. Tired of painting a smile on my face. Trying to look discreet. Father, come and take control. Fly away. That I can fly away. Fly away. That I can fly away, fly away. Even though I'm following your commandments, still gotta move with grace. Yes, I know it's impossible to please you if we don't have faith. No way. I wanna see your face, I know it's gonna be a cost. You sent your son, he died for me, he the one who spilled the sauce. I know the blood that they spill speaking to you from the ground. We're close to Armageddon, Jacob make a joyful sign. You'll never leave us or forsake us, you will follow through, delivered us from Egypt, turned around and kill our haters. The almighty man with the meek spirit, come and follow me. And if you laying on your back, time to get up on your feet. We must not reach, you got understand and show our books the way. We got to die for this no matter what them people say. If you a friend of this world, your enemy to y'all. And y'all see the outer man, but he judges the heart. Well, y'all put together, let no man set apart. Don't worry about the haters, they got to be there to play their part. I'm sitting here thinking about the challenge in my life. Should I stay quiet? Should I go out and strike? Anger and tension cover me whole. I feel like I'm about to lose my soul. I'm tired of being overlooked. I'm tired of being judged. I'm tired of being naked. I'm tired of holding grudge. Tired of injustice. Tired of defeat. Tired of painting a smile on my face. Trying to look discreet. Father, come and take control. He said I can find a way. He said I can find a way. Find a way. That I can find a way, find a way, find a way.
Long live the King of Israel. New level, new devil.